to phone the port Ftns?
No, that's what their website says, but that's all the rubbish.
The social media footage that you have placed?
The one I done?
I presume it's yourself.
Where was that, for here?
No, Grangemouth.
Yeah, that was me, yeah.
Hey Dundee, traffic.
Hi there pal, I'm wanting to fly a drone at the port in Dundee and it's just outside the red zone. I just want to double check it's alright because on your way...
If you're outside the zone, it's no problem at all.
Welcome back to the channel, guys and girls. Today we've come a wee bit further north and we've come up to Dundee. So I've had to use my old GoPro because stupid me left my GoPro batteries. Luckily this is a backup. So basically we've came across and we're lucky on drone assist. I should have done a check before I came here, but 3/4 of Dundee's are a no-fly zone. So we've came across to the port where there's a big boat just outside the red zone. I've double checked with air traffic control because as soon as I turned up here, what did I see? 4 ports. Now we did them a couple of weeks ago and they've still got their drone guidance basically saying it's a no-fly zone over the port, which is total lies. So they've got to write to them to get permission, total lies again. The airway's totally clear. So if a wee nosy, see what we can see from here. So I'm basically going to see a kind of boat getting work done over there. We come right across, another boat there. Don't see many containers. I think that's a refinery over there. Just a wee glance at it for distance. So what I'll do is I'll probably take the drone off for up here, because this is a great point for keeping the line of sight and taking the surrounding views. But what we'll do first is we're going to let these guys know we're flying the drone here. So we can see the digger moving the metal about. So this company here is Decom Recycling. So that's not part of 4 ports. The road to get to 4 ports is up that way. So the security hut's unmanned. A view of the boat here. Like I'm sitting there in the lorry moving. But yeah, I've come right down to the security gate and there's absolutely nobody about. Guy looked at me in the van but just kept driving. Intercom not working, please use Eastgate entrance. Yeah, I'll make a clue what that is. So you can see the traffic, the lorry going down that way, so we'll just go to this other side. So basically, you can see through this fence is a bit in the road, but you can see the closer view of the ship. Big beams right up. Obviously that's got a risk. I'll stay well away from it and just zoom in. But honestly, see if this east gate's away down here. This is... oh, if you've got to walk to work, that's some diversion for that gate. This port is some size. Here we've got propellers for a wind turbine, loads of them sitting. Then we've got some chimney stacks in the background. Okay, wanting a cherry picker up there. More kind of metal structure lying about. So we've got a sign there, port security, all personnel must report to security, restricted area, pass holders only. Got a speed camera. Oh, no photography allowed as usual. Excuse me. Hello?
Oh yeah.
How you doing, pal? I'm basically going to fly a wee drone over the port. A drone, I'm going to fly a drone over, yeah.
Over the port?
Yeah.
You'll need port permission then.
No, it's all clear now, drone assist.
Sorry?
It's all clear in drone assist. I already spoke to traffic control and it's all clear. We're outside the no-fly zone.
Is it over the port that you're...
Yeah, I'm going to fly over the port with a wee nosy and see what's all the kind of day-to-day things that's going on.
Aye. But you will need to phone the port Ftns.
No, that's what their website says, but that's all the rubbish. They basically say that's a no-fly zone. I already spoke to traffic control. This is outside the no-fly zone.
You see, if a drone flies over, I'll need to phone Ftns.
Who's that?
That's Fourth Tay Navigation Services.
They deal with the water. They don't deal with the air.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't planning on being here, but I've turned up to Dundee to do a random visit. Because I think me coming, pal. I talk to you on that side. So as I was saying, pal, you don't want the company doesn't own the air. So I can fly over. I'm just basically letting you know, so you're not curious when you see a drone flying over what's happening. It's going myself doing it.
Because you've informed me, well, what we normally do is, if a drone is flying over, I phone the port authority.
Right.
They come and challenge you, do whatever they want to do. But
challenge me what they want,
but according to my knowledge, according to security, the port do not allow any...
they'll probably say that, yeah, they'll not be too happy with it. Any chance you can talk there instead of me moving back and forward? So basically, as I said, I'm going to be flying a drone in the next 10 minutes. You can forward it on, keep yourself right. But as I was saying, you let them know I spoke to air traffic control. They're outside it, they control the water. Their website needs to be updated. I've already put a complaint into the CA, complaining about their site in Grangemouth, because they've got down as a no-fly zone, which is outside the no-fly zone. It's nowhere near the no-fly zone, the one in Grangemouth. So, as I said, I came to Dundee. 3/4 of the city is a no-fly zone because of the airport. So I came to this side, which is outside the no-fly zone, and I was like, oh, 4 ports. So it's just totally random.
What I'll do is I'll let the port authority... when will you be driving?
Next, probably 15 minutes.
Right.
Because I had to come away around from that gate over here. I went to that gate first.
Do you... where will you be standing? Are you going to be in the walkway or...? I'm
going to be somewhere that's off in public land, somewhere that's best so I can keep line of sight in my drone.
Right.
So it's somewhere, I've not picked a place yet, I just need to find somewhere that's good because of the port's some size. So I may have to take off twice because it is quite a length, you know what I mean? Unless I can zoom in from over there and catch most of it, then I'll not need to do it twice.
Do you mind if I speak to, if you're still here, if I speak to the port or...?
If you want to speak to the port now, but I need to, obviously I can't hang about too long.
Yeah, I'll do that.
I'll wait here, pal, right? It's the usual wires we see on site. Cabin's here, and the chimney stack's right next to us. And then our vehicle coming, so they get the road. Not exactly ideal to stand and talk to somebody.
Hi Andrew, just a quick one mate. I've got a gentleman here that is intending to fly a drone over the port. I've called FTNS and nobody's answered. What's your intentions flying the drone over the port?
Basically, I turn up to a business, I fly a drone over and put it on my social media.
He wants to fly a drone over and put it on social media. Okay, no problem. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Bye. Somebody will come and see you, mate.
Right, how long?
Within 5 minutes.
Right, within 5. I'll give him 5, then I've got to go, pal. I'm not got all day.
No bother, pal.
Right.
He's our harbour master, so he'll come and speak to you.
Right, no problem, pal.
If he needs to give you permission, he'll give you
I don't need permission, I'm just basically letting you know. That's what I'm trying to say.
No bother, pal.
As much as they might think I'm getting permission, I'm just basically letting you know I'm doing it. I'm doing it regardless.
He's aware about the ongoing campaigning, about these kind of situations, so he'll come and speak to you.
Right, where's he coming from? The other side of that building?
Not that building, that's a different project. It's in the middle somewhere.
So will he drive here or he'll walk?
Yeah. No,
right.
He'll drive. He's
Alright.
got a car.
Right, no problem.
Cheers, pal.
Cheers. Well, we're waiting for, I think it's the dock manager to come, if we knows that these stacks again, just in case the drone doesn't come down this far. Because apart from the wind turbines, there's not really much else here. So watch the lorry leaving. With a slow barrier. Well, the driver in good spirits, as the barrier going back down.
Just come to this window, he's just down.
He's not here no?
No, he is.
Where is he?
He's here.
There.
He'll be with you in a minute, yeah?
Can't he keep moving back and forth, pal, for this traffic? What's he doing?
He's just on a pole just now, sorry.
Where is he, pal?
Hello there.
How you doing? Where can we talk that's safe? Because I keep having to move for traffic.
Yes.
Right. Are you recording me?
No.
Alright.
No, not at all.
Right.
Are you recording me?
I'm recording this for outside, yeah.
Please do not record me. I'm inside my work,
I'm outside your work.
and in terms of GDPR, I have protection inside this.
Yeah, not from a member of public, that doesn't cover me. Covers yourself, doesn't cover me. Right.
I think you'll find that if you are filming me, I have the right to ask you to stop.
No, that's under GDPR rules, but it doesn't cover a member of public. Covers businesses and corporations, not a member of public.
So is it covering me to ask you to stop filming me?
Well, I decline that.
You decline that.
I'm not on your site.
Surely that makes a lot of sense.
I've only basically popped down here to say I'm flying a drone. You do not own the airspace, even though your website falsely claims you've got no fly zone, especially the Grangemouth dock. I've complained to CA about that.
Please understand that I have seen this campaign on social media.
What campaign? See, pal, you come round here, this isn't ideal. Right, I'll face this way if you want to talk off camera.
Yes, thank you very much.
Right, well, how are we going to do this? Because you know, stand there and I'll face this way. Right, that way. Right, so basically, as I say, you don't own the airspace. What campaign are you talking about?
I have seen the social media footage that you have placed.
The one I done.
I presume it's yourself.
Where was that, for here?
No, Grangemouth.
Yeah, that was me, yeah. So basically, I went to go and do Grangemouth that day.
Yeah.
Turned up, I seen the sign, no photography.
Right.
And I'm
Which we don't have.
You've got that sign up there, yeah?
So it doesn't say no photography.
Yeah, it does. I've already talked about it on the way in. It's got a no photography sign. So that's what attracted me.
I stopped there this afternoon because I had seen your footage on social media, so I'm a bit surprised. Can you come forward? There you go.
So basically, on that website, it says the drone guidance, and it's got a no-fly zone, which is total lies. Know what I mean? So, that is total lies. But don't get me wrong, I do think Grangemouth has got a lot of risk. Not the dock, but the Grangemouth, it's clear as well.
Sure.
So, but it is a no, it's clear to fly your drone. As you've seen my footage, I spoke to air traffic control. Same as I've done today, I spoke to Dundee air traffic control. Basically, popped down here as courtesy to say I'm flying the drone. Makes good footage, it's interesting to see stuff like this.
But that's not the purpose of the video. The purpose of the video is to show that the photography sign is erroneous and such like.
Sorry?
The purpose of your visit today is to take footage for a social media campaign, if you want to call it that, to show that Fourth Port's signage is incorrect.
Yeah, well, it says no photography. That applies to employees, which is fine, but when they try to enforce that on the members of the public, that's what I'm trying to say.
As a member of the public, if you're inside the port,
You can't do it, yeah, that's why I do it from off the land.
Yes, that's fine.
That's why I don't want to come on the land, because then I've got to obey by your rules.
Yes.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
The sign up there says no photography, so when I see that, people approach me if I'm trying to video from on the fence.
It says it's a speed camera.
Yeah.
That's not outside the port, that's inside the port.
Yeah, that's what it's basically saying.
So that sign is applicable to the issues inside the port.
Yeah, but a lot of people try to enforce it to people outside the barrier. That's what I'm trying to say. So if I was to stand videoing here, like a lot of businesses, you can't photo, but you can from offside the site.
Yes.
Right, so it's the same with the drone. I can phone from offside the site. Right, so we'll agree with that.
Yes.
So basically, you're going to see my drone fly over. So you can be a wee 5-10 minute, wee gander, 360, 40, and then back down.
And what size is the drone?
It's 249 grams.
Of course it is. And you obviously a licensed operator under those conditions.
Operator ID, yeah.
Operator.
I don't make videos and not have all this stuff, pal.
That would make some sense.
Right.
Will the drone remain line of sight?
Of course it will. You're asking me all these are basic rules.
Yep.
If you've watched any of my videos, you'll see that I'm limited where I fly and I've got to stop and come back and then fly again.
But I have a duty to ask those questions.
Yeah.
If the reason we have a drone notification process within the port is to deconflict drones, because we may have multiple operators flying from multiple sites inside the thing, so it's to deconflict the drones. It's to make sure that people are aware of the Dundee airspace, if nothing else, and that they restrict themselves in altitude and so on. So that's why we have a drone notification for flights over around the port estate. So that's the principal reason. You're welcome to go ahead and fly, provided you remain on public ground.
Yeah.
Line of sight of the thing.
Yeah.
It's not over danger and it's not going to overfly.
See, I was going to maybe take off twice, but basically I think I'll just fly, take off once over there, and zoom in on the rest because it's just wind turbines there.
But our tenants, and this is where we've got some of this is tenanted property and tenanted land. So they may have an objection.
They'll have an objection, but it's the land, it's not their air. Basically, I say my videos are about photography is not a crime. That's what I'm out promoting, basically doing that. There's no malice in it. Some people, if you've seen my other videos, 9 out of 10 of them go good. Know what I mean? Most of them go good. You get the odd person that goes nuts, but most of them go good. I do it with a nicer approach. Know what I mean? It's always turn up nice to the same place. It's just because
talking to the right people, having the discussion, and to see what can be achieved amicably and friendly, and you know.
To be honest,
spectacular photographs of the stuff that you see.
So basically, I seen you're unlucky. I turned up to Dundee randomly the day, and as I've checked drone assist, 3/4 of Dundee's on a no-fly zone. So I've come out this way, and I'm like, oh, I don't believe it. It's 4 ports. I just followed basically come out. There's no-fly zone, and the first place I hit's 4 ports. So you're just unlucky.
Right on the edge.
Right on the edge. That's why I double checked with air traffic control.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, boy, pal. Nice meeting you.
Take care.
Right. Cheers. So due to the staff member being very nice, I will try and blur his face out in the video. But it's nice to know my video made a bit of apparently a campaign. All the dangers you can do with a camera. Right, so we'll go back to that takeoff point. But as you heard, the guy, he's basically okayed me to fly over. Well, he knows he can't stop me. So going back to the takeoff point, which is a mile away. So we'll chop up there and see what 4 ports Dundee looks like from above. We'll go straight up. Basically kind of over in front of the railway line there. So right over. So let's just see the moving traffic. Lorries with sand bullocks it there. So basically the first thing we'll do is fly over towards that boat. Let's draw attention to it. We'll look down here as well, mate, so we'll cover as much of the ground as we can. Loads of units. See, the guy was saying different companies. But what about that? I've started a campaign. Never heard that one before. So we'll just fly up to it slowly and take caution with it. So we're watching the drone. The drone looks a hell of a lot closer than what the screen does. I'm coming back. Looks like the drone's right at the beam, but then when you look at the screen, it's not. Look at the boat there, got a helipad on it. I don't think it's an actual boat, it's like an oil rig, isn't it? I thought it was a boat. So that's basically an oil rig. Cool. There's something you see every day. So we'll fly away from it over this way. In fact, there's a boat there. Look at that boat. Now, as I said, I'm watching my drone. Oops. So I press that button because there's 2 watching the drone up the sky. So there's What's that? Plastic. Can't really make it out. Is that a tanker by the looks of it? Oh, there's containers will get in there. Small crane in use. So we'll fly back, check over this way. Just there's so much to see here. So we'll do actually look at the over the 4 ports. Some silos down there. Whoever's got that unit needs a roof cleaned. It's kind of hard to audit the roofs when we're all different businesses, but that one's spotless. And that one's a football field. So I'll fly down this way. I'm watching the drone again. It's basically over there's the Tay Bridge, and that's in the no-fly zone. So we're right next to the no-fly zone, as you've seen in drone assist. That's the Tay Road Bridge. Dundee. Some other boats down there as well. So we'll zoom back out. Because we'll head back towards me now. So back to the front of the port. Like this bit seems to be the busiest bit. It's basically offices, rolls of cable we looks at. Fit my pack roof. So I'm going to do is I'm going to fly as far as I can on the line of sight and then zoom in. Just basically stay static and zoom in over here. So as I'm watching the drone now. It's in at 273 metres. That's as far as I'm basically going to go because I've got trees in that in my line of sight. So we're on zoom mode. See the chimney stack over there? Bits of the wind turbine. That's where the security hut is. So I could go and take off again for a second time. But my GoPro batteries aren't as good on this older one. The amount of time I was kind of hanging about the gate, can I use them all up? Some of that is in there. Some sort of shelter covering something. Just pallets. So we've got the scrap metal bit, which is over here. So I'm watching the drone again. It's quite hard when you're watching the drone and looking at the screen. Right, so this is in front of us, that should be coming up to the scrap metal bit. So we're going to have a wee nosy, see what kind of scrap metal they've got. And the digger's not working now. Nice clean yard, got to say that for the apart from the roofs. What is this, nice and tidy. So as we go fly out towards this refinery, I assume that's what it is. And the silos over here. So again, I'm watching the drone. I'll get them static, then we'll just kind of 360 around about. Just so I can get as much of it in as possible. Once I go static, I'll fly a bit more. See all the pipe work. It's basically like a mini Grangemouth. Not quite. No big flames to worry about that Grangemouth has got. So zoom in. So they're doing some sort of work there. Right, so we'll take a 360 from here and we'll take one from the other side as well. So we'll fly back to the other side, get a 360 over here as well. with Chopper when he's doing that 360 view. It doesn't make it easy when he's turning around about. It's dull grey clouds in the background that make it kind of hard. So I'm just seeing, so there's some sort of weighbridge there as well. See, I'm actually missing a lot because I'm actually watching the drone. I don't know if it picked up in the 360 as well, but I can see why it's a no-fly zone going over the bridge because we're playing quite low. I'm tracked down a lorry on the weighbridge. So I was saying we're coming over here, so we get the boat. Oh, not the boat. Keep calling it a boat. Well, there is a boat there and the oil rig in the 360. I get as close to that oil rig as possible. Right here maybe do good. So you'll get the two 360s on my Facebook page. Just follow us or add as a friend. So take one wee fly down here, then we'll fly back. So basically I'm doing the edit and watching this, I'm going to see everything I missed. But as you can see there, I'm watching the drone. That's why I'm missing a lot. Because it is quite tricky. As much as I thought this was a good line of sight, it's actually not. And the fact that I forgot my GoPro batteries for my newer GoPro, and I'm using my old one, I've only got 2 batteries with me. So I can't even take off again and a bit closer and redo it. Fire the middle again. The wee nose about, sub static. Same part. Next to that boat. And tractor there. So overall, the port is spotless apart from that one roof. That building lets it down. So everyone's that. Get your roof clean, pal. Letting the port down. So we'll bring the big one back down. Good fun, buddy. Where do you want to go on the oil rig? So for Four Ports Dundee, to be fair, the place was quite clean and tidy, and it seems like management have took note of my last video and they're doing something about their false claims for a no-fly zone. Because as much as the guy said there, he knew he couldn't stop me. So fair play on that. The only thing that basically let this place down was the roofs, and the fact I had to kind of visually watch the drone, so I've missed probably quite a lot of things happening on the ground. I was mainly focusing on the oil rig and the boat. So for the chopper rig in this one, space, this is your entrance into the recycling part of the docks. This green fence here, I'm going to squeeze it right against that corner. Right in there. And it's got a code you want to shout out. So good luck with that one. So if you liked that video, guys and girls, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Cheers.